The latest in the Oscar slap controversy, Chris Rock was spotted out for the first time since the incident as Oscar host Wanda Sykes goes all in on Will.
And I just was like, is this really happening? And then someone showed me on a video, it was like, yeah, he smacked Chris. And I just felt so awful for my friend, Chris. And it was sickening. I physically felt ill, and I'm still a little traumatized by it.
Me too.
And for them to let him stay in that room and enjoy the rest of the show and accept his award, I was like, how gross is this? This is just the wrong message. For them to let him continue, I thought it was gross.
Yeah, I think
and
watching...
Plus, I wanted to be able to run out, after he won and say, unfortunately, Will couldn't be here tonight.
Yeah.
While Wanda was blasting Will to Ellen, her pal Chris was focusing on hitting the stage tonight.
Chris, how are you, man? Hey, can I ask you a couple questions? No.
That's Chris just after landing in Boston. In these exclusive pics, the 57-year-old in a gray sweatsuit looked down and avoided questions. The comedian was spotted again last night outside his hotel. E.T. has learned extra security has been added for his 2 shows tonight. And it could get pretty interesting. We're told there has not been a reconciliation with Will. The two have not spoken.
In this town, when is the last time you heard somebody apologize?
This morning on stage, Tyrese told me he's 100% Team Will.
We in this town, we lack accountability. There was an action, there was a mistake, and this man apologized. And I have to appreciate that. I'm still gonna allow myself to support Will Smith for the rest of my life.
Meanwhile, co-host Amy Schumer spoke out, writing she is still triggered and traumatized.
I think violence is never the answer, but we all do things or say things that we're not proud of.
Her, who was a presenter, told me she left the Dolby Theater before the slap. Jimmy Fallon's take? The man Chris presented the win to is also a victim.
I felt like, as a fan of Quest, that his moment got overshadowed by Will Smith.
I was crying when Quest won the Oscar. The incident happened, it was unfortunate, and I just wish it didn't happen, but it did. But we celebrated when Quest got back.
And there was more drama yesterday, amidst the report that it's possible that the LA City attorney could file criminal charges against Will. Deputies were called to the Smiths' home, responding to a report of a drone flying above the estate. Authorities found nothing. As for Will's future with the Academy, today it's taking action.
An emergency meeting is expected tonight to discuss Hollywood's response to Will Smith's attack.
Sunday night's Oscar assault is still very much an evolving topic.
The Academy tells ET today it has initiated disciplinary proceedings against Will and adds that he was asked to leave the ceremony and refused. Any disciplinary action will take a few weeks and could include anything from banning Will from future Oscar ceremonies to having his membership suspended or revoked entirely.
A brawl on a stage in front of 3 billion people. Why wouldn't he be the adult?
Today, View co-host Whoopi Goldberg, who's on the board of the Academy, fiercely defended Chris Rock.
The right thing was done because the man knows how to act in public.
A source tells ET Will is regretful and aware there will be repercussions. He's focused on keeping his family safe, but were Chris and Will both triggered by their past?
All of these black women that I get to protect and shine a light on.
There was a time in my life where I was concerned with, being a movie star. That concern has moved on.
Will admitted in his biography released in November that he's put on a tough Hollywood persona.
To hide the coward. The coward.
Yeah. I was probably 9, and I watched my father beat up my mother, and I was too scared to do anything. I was never going to be scared again.
Childhood violence also affected Chris's life. The struggles played out in his autobiographical sitcom, Everybody Hates Chris.
I was bullied ridiculously. I was a little guy and I was black, right? So I'm getting double bullied.
In January, on Dana Carvey and David Spade's podcast, Chris explained how retaliating with violence left him scarred.
I went home, I put a brick in a book bag and smacked this guy in the face with this brick and stomped him Joe Pesci style. To the point, we thought he might die. As my shrink puts it to me. You have been scared to be angry ever since.
Will has not approached Chris and his family, and I think it requires perhaps some sort of phone call. Or,
I think when everybody
I don't
stops
know.
looking, that may happen. There's just too much heat.
Just want to reiterate that the two have not spoken. From what we hear, Chris is willing to have a man-to-man, face-to-face sit down.